Does anyone know of this? Anyone believe in God? Not one? Oh, one. One person? Everyone got so fucking judgy. Especially this like artsy cool bitch in the front with the thing, with the beret. She was like, God, don't you mean collective consciousness? So did I, bitch. I'm a TM. Everyone got so judgy on God. We got one God fan right in the back, right? OG God fan, right? Like, that's like original God fans, persecuted. Like, that shit is only in LA, right? Has anyone heard of the Korean god of vengeance? No one, okay, cool. So I am Korean. Any other Koreans in the crowd? One Korean, okay, also being persecuted. That's our thing. Two, we got one more. Korean, oh, she's so shy. Just give her a few drinks, she's gonna get angry. Like, anger. That's how you can tell Asians apart. We're the angry ones. I am Korean. I am a kid of immigrants. And my mom is like super immigrant-y. You know what I mean by that, right? Super immigrant-y. You know what I'm talking about. Artsy girl in the front, you know what I'm talking about. Super, which means my mom steals. And only from other Koreans, she has a code. She's got a code. My mom's so immigrant-y. She could, when I came out of the closet, she like freaked out, you know, obviously, you know, that's like a very immigrant-y thing to do, and she freaked out. She freaked out so hard, I was like, should I tell her I'm a bottom and just get it over with, you know, just send her to heaven to meet her God, you know what I mean, like, maybe I should do it. Freaked out a lot. So it was fucked up. My grandfather was an elder at this church, and he was so conservative and sex shameful, he called the vagina a shame. Yeah, and the penis a no-no. My grandfather has Alzheimer's now, so I'm like, do I even come out to him? Because like, what's the point? He's gonna forget, you know what I mean? Like, but like, if I had to come out to him before Alzheimer's, I think I just would have had to be like, you know, Grandpa, I don't like shames. I like no-nos. In my gross. And watch him like burst into flames like Elijah, you know what I mean? Like, his favorite Old Testament character. So yeah, being evangelical was crazy. I was like caught up in it, you know what I mean? Mostly, honestly, because like, since I was like 5 or 6 years old, they were like playing really catchy music. Like, I was singing love songs to a 33-year-old man, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, Lord, I lift your name on high. And then I would come into my own harmony, Lord, I lift your name on high. No one else was stuck in this cult. Literally, no one knows that song? As a child, yeah. As an adult, you've compartmentalized. I hear you, sis. I also go to therapy. So I was like, I love this beautiful music. It fucking sucked me in, you know what I mean? And the food, I mean, the Korean food, come on, like evangelical Koreans. It was amazing. The food was great, you know, charismatic men, you know, like, and I was just like all up in it. And like, I should have like, I wanted to come out in high school, but my younger cousin came out right before I was about to come out. Yeah, he stole my thunder, you know? Like, he came out and I saw how the entire family and church treated him. And I was like, oh my God, you're gonna go to hell. I'm sorry. Inside I was sorry, but I was shaming him too because I was such a lost fucking stupid bitch, you know what I mean? Like, we're all stupid bitches sometimes, right? Some of us shame their also gay cousin, and some of them date bass guitarists. I don't know, like, we're all stupid sometimes. So it was hard, and so I didn't come out for a very long time until I was 27. Saturn's return, if anyone's into astrology. Okay, does this crowd believe in anything? Besides CAA? Like, shut the fuck up. Stupid ass industry crowd. With your unrepped asses, shut up. Anyway, it took me a long time, and when I was 27, I was working at Yahoo as a data scientist because, I don't know, I was that bitch. And I was making so much fucking money. I was like flying to Barbados to go to a friend's wedding, and I would put on a little headset and be like, boop, boop, Peter's on. And then I would put it on mute, and they'd be like, well, the numbers are blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm so high. It was... Rihanna was like next door, you know what I mean? Like I was like living, I had like a corporate card, I abused the shit out of it, allegedly, if anyone's listening. Allegedly. And then I was like, okay, well, I gotta fucking come out. So I came out when I was 27, and comedy truly just saved my life, because I came out to it was my second open mic, and I was in San Francisco in a bar with 6 other people, and all 6 people were looking at their own jokes, and I got up there and I was like, oh, I'm gay, and then all of them like looked up and they were like, okay, where's the joke? And I felt free, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, no one cares? Oh, of course, San Francisco. So I came out and I started comedy, and it really has changed my life because I could just like talk about my truth. And today I'd like to share just a simple truth about myself that I've noticed is, so I'm in San Francisco and I was like, I gotta do comedy. So I go to Chicago to do comedy, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And I'm 30, and I'm still a, gay virgin. I'm not a gold star gay. Do you guys know what gold star gay means? Okay, gold star gay, you know what that means. That means like never been with a woman, and then like gays are like proud of that, like, look at me, like it's crazy, like who cares? But I have been with 2.5 women. 2 women, and then 1 woman I went like in and I was like, I'm so sorry, am I hurting you? And she was like, yeah, right, bitch. So 2.5, and so I had never been, sexually intimate with a man before, and when you come out late, you have to figure it all out, and you have no friends because all your friends are douchey, and you moved to San Francisco and you're like all alone, and then you get on Grindr and it's like no femmes, no fats, no Asians. I'm like, cool, all 3 of my amazing characteristics. Fuck. Do you know how fat my ass is, okay? It's really fat. And I can cook. Like, I don't know, like I'm just offering a lot. Anyway, Grindr didn't think so, but so yeah, I was dealing with a lot of that. So I was rich, so I was like, okay, let me hire a sex worker. This will be great, right? A sex worker is gonna be professional. He's gonna know what to do and blah blah. So I hire a sex worker. He's great, and we're about to do it, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. No, stop. And it's all a mental thing, right? So like, and he's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna rape you. You know what I mean? So like, he's like, I gotta go, and I was like, no, can you just stay? And I'm crying, and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm unloading on him, and I'm having like a therapy session with a male prostitute. It's so cliche, you know what I mean? It's like Queer as Folk 1998. It sucks. I hate it, but that was it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And it really kicked me into like, I gotta find it organically. So I'm in Chicago, and I'm interning for an improv theater because I'm 30, I'm fat, I'm broke, and I'm desperate, you know what I mean? Like I decided, I was like, oh, you know what? Why not go to do improv comedy and intern there? And I'm feeling like at the lowest point of my life. No offense to improvisers, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to drag long form improv, the legacy of Del Close, that's not what I'm doing, okay? Calm down, comedy stands, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying like, you know, it's no one who's having a great time in their life is all of a sudden going, I should learn improv. You know what I mean? Like, there's something wrong with you. I'm so glad I got that out. Anyway, so I'm fucking trading services for improv, and this guy messages me, and he's really cute, and he says, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Blah, blah. And I'm like, we start talking, exchange pictures, and blah, blah. And he has a great face. You know, he looks like if Vin Diesel got fat. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a swollen white Ninja Turtle. You know, like just if a calzone came to life. Like, I love that look, the puffy look. It's my style. So he gets into it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. He's like, do you wanna come over? I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, give me your address. And he signs off. Everybody knows what that's like, right? Like completely ghosted. So of course I'm like, there's like a void in me, you know? So I'm like, all right, there's an emotional void. I have to go fill it with my drug of choice, Taco Bell. So I go to Taco Bell. I'm like 3 beef gorditas, like on the plate. I know how to heal myself. And I've been doing it for 30 years, you know? Like I know it. And I eat the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. And right when I'm about to eat it, it's like halfway down the gullet, you know what I mean? I get a bing bing on my Grindr. It's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I was on the train, my battery ran out. Here's my address. Do you still want to come? Yeah, and I'm like, inside I'm like, fuck you, man. Like, you lost your chance, you know what I mean? Like, this, what the fuck? I'm in Taco Bell, these lights, you know, like, you're the least sexy, you know, like, what the fuck? And then he messages me a dick pic, and I'm like, be there in 5. So I get there, and he opens the door, and he goes, oh, hey, oh my God, you're so much cuter than your profile pic. And I was like, this never happens. And he goes, hey, what kind of Asian are you? At the door of his apartment. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was like a bridge troll. I was like, answer it correctly. You trying to get that dick, you better, answer this riddle. So I do what I do. My brand is to like sidestep, be coy. So I was like, the kind that swallows. He goes, no, really. What kind? And I was like, Korean. And he goes, oh my God, that's my favorite. I'm such a big rice queen. I know. That, I am told, was a red flag. So I go in, and and the place is fucking immaculate. You know what I mean? Like, just like Architectural Digest, like meets Dexter, like too clean. And we start making out, and I'm like, okay, this is, I'm feeling a little, you have that like sense of like sixth sense, but of course I'm a virgin, anally, in case, man, you weren't paying attention. So I'm like, get it done, you know? So like we go into one of those like truly rom-com, like, oh, I'm spinning you around, oh, knocking off bookcases, and he's like picking it back up, you know? And then we get into the thing and his room is completely white. White. Lily white. And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? He's gonna kill me. Which I am told is another red flag. So we start fucking, and it was good. It was really good. It was fun. I felt taken care of, and I felt safe-ish, but I felt more like, you know what I mean? Safe-ish is a thing coming this fall to Freeform, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm having fun, you know, and then, I'm having fun, and I ripped the bed sheets off, and he goes, stop ripping the bed sheets off. I go, what? And he gets off of me, walks around the bed, fixes the bed sheet. Me, the whole time, I'm sitting there like this, like. Just like following with my eyes like a painting in a haunted house, you know? And he like just kind of marches back up. And then he's like trying to fuck me again. And I'm like, what? Explain, what is going on? And he's like, come on, call me daddy. And I was like, wait, what? No, I have a weird relationship with my father. You know, like I'm not, he's like, call me daddy. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, call me daddy, you fucking chink. And my mind goes to like, okay, I told you I was Korean. I think you mean gook. But the outside is fucking raging. So I'm like, no, fuck you. And I push him out of me. And all of a sudden, I beef gordita all over his lily white sheets. And I had never experienced that type of like instant karma before. Until today. So this literally happened this afternoon at 1 p.m. I was driving down Cosmo Street. You guys know this street in Hollywood? It's like very shady, seedy, and I don't know, there's like, I'm a bad driver. Honestly, the stereotype is sometimes true, okay? Like, I'm a bad driver, so I was just like this, and I was like, oh, is this 15, 19? Or, you know, one of these things where like you like kind of swerve and you go, oh, that's not 19, you know, and then you like swerve back. And this guy behind me starts honking the horn. Bah, 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 bah. And he's like, hey! And he drives right up next to me. He's in a black CLK, beautiful car. His wife is like, oh my God, I hate him. And he's like, hey, aren't Chinese people supposed to be good drivers? Like in a, like, sarcastic way. Like it's like he knew, he was like trying to be sarcastic, but he called it ironic. You know what I mean? Like he's like an idiot. Yeah, and then I was like, what? And I just looked at him and I looked at his wife and I was like, oh, this poor lady has to live with this guy. So I just look at him and calmly go, fuck you, man. And he goes, fuck you! And drives off to the stop sign. Right then, a Honda Fit drives right up to him as the Benz is making a left, and this guy has a rock in his hand, throws the rock at the Benz and cracks his rear shield, and then makes a right and disappears. Talk about instant karma. Which made me think like, okay, so every time some fucked up white guy makes some kind of racist remark at me, he fucking gets it. And I was like, is this a superpower? This is my superpower. So I'm walking around all day like, come for me right now. I want to watch you coronavirus your family out of existence. No, it's not a superpower. I'm just a man. Okay, I am just a man who might be lucky. Not some, I don't know, mythical, vengeful Korean god. Good night.